So, yeah.
Oh, the U.S. education system.
Okay, so fighting ability.
Fighting ability.
I would give this to Batman.
Yeah, most definitely, because he actually there's a whole entire movie dedicated to him.
Yeah,
training.
he's got a whole movie dedicated to just him training with the freaking Leo Shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to give him his comeuppance on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, we were able to see Captain America progress as fighting ability goes, but because we're not actually shown any of it, I wouldn't feel right giving Captain America that point.
yeah, if we're going straight off the movies, yeah, it just comes down to the most you actually seen him fight besides the actual villains, but his training is he just knocking bags off the rafters.
So far we've got
bags don't hit back.
It's 2-0 so far in Batman's favor. Now we're getting to the Captain America stuff. Strength.
Batman?
Yeah, you can leave.
Captain America, big time.
Yeah, Captain America.
By how big a margin? How big of a margin? Say like let's rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Where would you say Batman's at?
I'd say Batman's at like 8.5, 9. You know, like he's almost there at what like what a human could like potentially do. Captain America in the movies is like well over what a human can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even in this Christopher Nolan Batman, he's not even that true human peak when it comes to the strength. Like in the comic book version.
Well, especially if we're
yeah.
using The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, he's an old man with no cartilage on, you know.
Yeah, he actually had to use special devices.
Braces on his knee brace.
Yeah, to basically give him that strength, you know. But even the Christopher Nolan Batman, he's not even endurance wise, you can say he's at physical human peak on endurance wise. But when it comes to strength and everything else, I wouldn't say he is. Like he had trouble lifting up that fallen rafter when Ra's al Ghul burnt down his house.
Oh yeah, then Alfred had to come to his rescue.
Yeah, yeah, and Alfred had to make a crack about it. It's like, what's with all those push-ups? He can't even lift a rafter
Or a log.
Yeah, or a log. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
you're fired, Alfred. But help me out of this first.
Speed and agility.
It would
Captain
go to Cap. Cap shown that he's a lot faster. I mean, he kept up with the car.
Yeah. And then like what was it?
His agility too when he fought Loki.
Yeah, and then when he's telling that officer in the Avengers movie, like, oh, we need people here, we need people here. And he's like, oh, why do I need to listen to you? And then like 4 aliens attack Captain America. He takes all of them out. And he's like, okay, yeah, we need to get people over there and people over there.
I think to Batman's credit, who knows what rank those aliens were? They were probably like peons.
Well, he was. I mean,
I'm just trying to give it one up to our man, dude. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
well, in Captain America's defense, you know, he did fight an army twice.
Yeah, well,
Both.
Batman's Batman.
Once.
He burned down the house too. Yeah, that's all it took.
Well, why doesn't he do it again? He doesn't need to show off.
Besides, he burned down the house anyway. So
Yeah.
Durability. That's how much damage you could take and recover from it.
No.
See, now that's the interesting one. Physically wise, I would say Cap can take a lot of damage and he recover pretty quickly. I'm not going to say he can't, but Batman doesn't know how to say it. His suit itself can take a lot of damage. He himself can take quite a bit of damage, but
I got something to add.
go ahead.
So
great, let's hear it.
So in The Dark Knight with the Joker, so Joker tosses what's her name off the building. Anyone? Rachel. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need you, huh?
You know, Batman's like, let her go. And he's like, oh, poor choice of word. She goes falling. And then Batman goes jumping after her. Okay, they land on a taxi cab. They land on it. There's no grappling hook. There's nothing to like break his fall. They smash this taxi cab into nothing.
Yeah, from a penthouse on a skyscraper.
And then they're just like, he's just like, you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Well, man, it's a movie.
Yeah, but it's a movie that's supposed to tell me that it's based. You keep on telling me like, oh, it's more in reality. It's more in reality.
Which I said, it still has its faults. I'm not saying it doesn't.
It's true though, man. She should have been like she should have just been like a sack of gelatinous mass with nothing but bones in it.
She would have been just goo, and he would have been like, Rachel.
Yeah, like I said, the suit can take a lot of damage.
Yeah, apparently the suit could take so much damage. It could take like, you know, it could like save someone else, you know, next to
you
him.
know, it can get dropped from 50 stories and be fine. It just can't get stabbed at.
And it can't you know, when it comes to Bane, you know, like he gets his back broken, you know, over his knee.
Yeah, well, that's
so
different.
apparently Bane is like stronger than like, you know, a 10-story drop.
Yeah. He's supposed to be.
So the real world, huh? That's how it works.
Yeah. We're totally in the real
you know
world.
It seems legit to me. There's nothing shady about that whatsoever.
All right. Well, I still think it should go to Cap because he has a healing factor. Batman
He does have a healing. He can't even get drunk.
He can't even get drunk.
That's sad.
Okay, so invulnerability. That is just the total lack of damage you can take. I would give that to Cap.
I'd give that to Cap.
Yeah, because he's got the unbreakable shield. You know, it took a blow from Thor's hammer.
And he was fine.
Yeah, and he was just like, "Okay, are we done?"
I'm not arguing. I would give that to Cap.
Are we
too.
done?
Oh no,
so.
no, that's what Captain America said after he took a hit from
It's
Thor.
almost like he was here because I'm like, yeah, I got nothing to add to that.
Yeah,
Can't really back up Batman anymore. I'm on their team.
versatility.
Batman.
That's Batman. Yeah,
He just has gadgets up the wazoo.
yeah.
His goo gun.
His goo gun. That just sounds filthy.
It does.
Yeah, sounds like
Want
it's
to get
more
shot
of
by my goo gun later?
Yeah.
In your face. JP's like all blushing.
When I first thought of Goo Gun, I thought Goo Gon, like the stuff you get.
No, we're
use that
talking
at work a lot.
No, we're talking about.
No,
other
I got what you're talking about now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you want to get shot with my goo gun later?
No, I don't.
Poor JP.
It's funny because he's saying no on the air, but like he's shaking his head yes.
No, I'm not.
Stop denying it.
I'm not shaking my head yes.
Whatever. I'll meet you outside later.
No. I do not.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave after Joseph.
Is it awkward
leaves.
if I want to watch?
Yes. No, because you're supposed to hold the camera, dude. Duh.
Okay.
I'm no longer comfortable with this group of people.
You need an adult?
Yes.
Yeah, don't look to me for any help, JP. I'm not going to help you.
30.
You're 30?
All right, so the X Factor.
What was that?
X Factor.
That's a sweet show.
X Factor.
So that one thing that maybe can't really be measured in any of the previous things. I personally would say that Batman's ninja training would be the X Factor.
Gives him the heads up.
Yeah. His training with the League of Shadows. Now, Captain America, where it would be something that would take him by surprise. I don't think he would be totally defenseless against it, because in Captain America, the First Avenger, during a montage scene with the Howling Commandos, Captain America is walking through a snowy forest with them, and he ends up pinpointing a sniper in the trees and throws his shield at him.
But there is a difference between a sniper's training.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm saying he wouldn't be completely defenseless against
the League of Shadows is a bunch of ninjas, dude.
Yeah, but he didn't even pass ninja school.
Like we said, that's debatable.
It's debatable, right?
And I debate that he didn't pass it.
The school burned down.
He didn't get no diploma. I didn't see no diploma.
Maybe he finished it online by like mailing it ahead to like
he burned the school down. Raj Al Ghul was even like, yeah, you didn't pass. Like, I'm actually here to collect your bat cape and everything.
Anyways.
I don't know. But yeah, I understand what you're saying with Cap, but I still think there's still quite a bit of difference between actual training to be total quietness, total stealth, to a sniper who, yes, they're kind of trained similar, I guess.
Yeah, they're trained to not be seen actually too. So.
Yeah, not to be seen either.
But back then, training snipers was different than it is now.
Now, yeah,
that was back in 1942.
But also, this is not like our actual 1942. This is
Marvel
1942 with freaking laser guns and
and magic
and laser guns.
Then you're not really
powered by magic.
You're not really saying Captain America is stealthy, just that he can detect stealth.
Right. That's all I'm saying is that he
might have.
He wouldn't be completely defenseless against
the X Factor. Does come down to the gadgets and to the training.
Yeah,
I would say
I would still give him the X Factor. I'm just saying that.
Yeah,
it's not going to be that thing that dominates Captain America.
Would you also say that Batman's will also play the X Factor too? Because even though, like, I know Matt, you make the argument of how he quits, which is you know,
that's cool. I didn't want to say it or anything. You could tell me.
He was saving that for himself to say.
Go ahead,
Joseph.
Go ahead. Well, you haven't said it yet, so I just.
Oh, I was waiting for the opportunity, but you want to steal my thunder. That's cool. You know?
Okay, so anyway, like Matt said, like he said, Batman, like, you know, quits and all that, and I understand that, but he still comes back to beat Bane, even though he didn't, you know, really have an obligation to.
But the thing about Batman is he's a crybaby in the movie. I mean, seriously, he is. I mean, I love Batman. This is not my favorite version of Batman. I just love the storylines. I love the villains. But this Batman is a big crybaby. He cries over Rachel.
I wish Adam West was in it.
Me too.
Can you imagine like the Adam West Batman going against, say, like the Christopher Nolan villains? Like, you know, say Bane comes in.
He would get devoured.
Yeah, man.
And then he's like, oh, what's with this mask on your face? Oh. And, you know, like Bane breaks his back, and then the little Robin's like Jiminy Jillikers and Holy Rusted
Bane
Metal.
would not break his back. Bane would snap him in half, like completely snap him in half.
Oh, what about his bat armor?
There is no bat armor on that one. That's a straight cloth.
Maybe he's got Bane anti-repellent spray or something.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean that Adams West Batman was prepared for everything.
Yeah, Adams West Batman was. Yeah, that
you know,
was,
he got you know what?
else.
Because I used to watch that a lot. He got captured a lot too.
Yeah.
He did.
But he always got out.
The villains were dumb.
Yeah. They used no rope and used him, Batgirl, and Robin.
Yeah, he had that like that King Tut villain, and
that was awesome.
Yeah, and then there was Vincent Price was Egghead.
Egghead,
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, Egghead. I think Egghead. What did he do? Kind of. It has something to do with like a dinosaur egg, and it cracked open. There's a T-Rex in it. Like,
that's funny.
Like it was corny. It was just corny.
Maybe that's the Tyrannosaurus Rex that's in his bat cave.
Bat cave, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, so we're gonna give him the X Factor. The only thing left on the list is range. The range ability.
Range for me, honestly,
I think Captain would have it.
That's debatable. I mean, range wise, Batman has quite a bit of things. Cap is a little bit better with the shield. I'm not going to say he isn't, but the second that Cap loses that shield, and that would be one of the first things Batman sees is.
But they also show that Cap doesn't even need his shield to fight. Like he ends up like grabbing a piece of metal.
Yeah, no.
You know, and Avengers.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but like the thing is, I see them both kind of canceling the range out together, like equally. You know, like Cap gets hit with that shield once, that's it. You know, like that shield's gonna be gone. Or I mean, Batman gets hit with the shield once. Batman knows to get that shield away. You know, depending on where we're holding this fight. I mean, what would be the venue for the fight? You know,
I would say it would be a neutral city, next to a large park.
Manteca.
You know, just probably like, you know, someplace where there's a lot of like tall buildings, but at the same time you have an open park area.
So kind of a New York setting.
Yeah.
Well, that's not very neutral. He's based.
Then why'd you name New York City?
Yeah, I'm just saying, Cap's based in New York.
Well, but
then don't say New York City.
You just said yeah, and I was like,
you said it's like New York City. Gotham is also like New York City.
Yeah,
tall buildings.
You got Robinson. You got Robinson Park.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's it. There.
So, yeah, because like, okay, when it comes to range, you've got a guy who has many different things, but not a master of them. So he's like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. Then you've got a guy who's got one thing, but is a master of it. So,
well, I mean, there's four of us. I vote even. You vote Cap. What do you two vote?
Oh, I don't get to say what I vote.
You vote Cap.
Yeah.
You kind of named off Cap, so I just figured you vote Cap. And then you two?
Matt, I just want to say that I'm the only one that hasn't stolen dialogue from you yet. That's all. I vote for Cap. Yeah.
Man, this.
Honestly,
I hate to say it. Honestly, I vote for Cap
vote
too.
For Cap. So Cap gets the advantage on that.
Okay. So we've got
intelligent. By the way, JP, go to hell.
We've got intelligence, versatility, X factor, and fighting ability for Batman. So that's 4. Then we've got strength.